What's up? What's going on? How are you guys doing on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon? I know I'm streaming a little later, but I was a little tired. Kind of just chilled and took a small nap when I got home from work. Um, just work's been kicking my butt. Tired, but I'm still here for you guys. I ain't gonna never not be here for you guys. Unless I decide to take a couple days off, which everybody needs, but I don't see that happening for a little while. As you can see, we're not on Call of Duty. We are on Madden 23, and we are going to see how well we like this game. From what I've seen of it, it's a good game. I like the new throwing mechanic in it. It's going to be fun once I learn it. But until then, I have some difficulties. With that being said, I went ahead and jumped in so I could turn down the settings, like the music, so I didn't get copyrighted. Commentary and everything's still the same. We'll mess with that if we have to. But let's go ahead and jump into it. As you can see, we are playing the NFC AFC game. I want to say it's the All-Star game, but it's not the correct terms. I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry. The Pro Bowl. I'm sorry, the Pro Bowl game. Whatever it is. Something along those lines, but we're going to play it. We're going to jump on the NFC because they got Randy Moss. I'm really fond of Randy Moss. So we're going to be the NFC, and we're going to see how well we can do. Guess I can't change that. Okay. Alright, chat. I hope you guys are having a beautiful week so far. Oh, big stretch. Oh. I know I am. I get paid again on a Friday after them giving me all kinds of pay that they needed to pay me, I guess.
This is a special presentation of EA Sports from the Coliseum in Oakland. Our tribute to the coach, the John Madden Legacy Game. I'm Brandon Gaudin here to take you through the proceedings. And coming up, we're going to tell the story of a man who was truly larger than life and whose impact on the sport of football, certainly it's going to live on for decades and decades to come. Now, we've assembled a couple of rosters featuring some of Coach's favorite players from both yesterday and today, and Coach himself will be on the sidelines for both squads, try to motivate his guys to victory. And I'm joined now by my good friend Charles Davis. CD, your thoughts on John Madden and what he meant to the sport he loves so much?
For me, Brandon, it's the word joy. He brought that to the game of football, brought the game to so many people. He stayed involved his entire life. And moving forward, when you think of football, you're always going to think John Madden.
That's crazy. That's cool, but that's crazy.
The Coliseum back to its original 70s glory. What a scene in the East Bay. And we're underway in the John Madden Legacy Game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So it's the NFC stars who will get the ball first. And, Charles, as we alluded to, we've got a different era of coach on each sideline. So the man coaching this NFC squad, we'll call him Young John Madden, this is a coach who was trying to establish a foothold in the NFL and on the cusp of doing it very successfully.
Yeah, you think back to that period, those early days as a coach of the Raiders, the late 60s in the AFL, and then in the NFL in the early 70s. Coach was a guy who was ahead of his time. The Raiders were one of the first teams to have mini camps, one of the first to film practice, because he wanted to practice coaching as much as he could. And his teams, they were successful right from the start of his head coaching tenure.
On first down, Favre. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 75 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Morton Anderson now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0.
It's cool.
One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. So, Charles, as mentioned, we've got another Coach Madden over here on the AFC sideline. Of course, his Raiders, members of the AFC West. So this is a conference he battled in for his entire career. And you think about the landscape of the NFL as he was getting into the back half of his tenure. It was a golden era for coaches. You had Don Shula, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, Bud Grant. But it was John Madden who had the best winning percentage of them all, CD. 759, the best ever.
Brandon, it's hard to believe he could be so successful in a conference with all those great teams. The Steelers won 4 Super Bowls. The Dolphins won 2 and were a mainstay in the playoffs. The Colts were tough. The Broncos came on late and went to a Super Bowl themselves. But against Hall of Fame coaches, John Madden's record, 36-16-2. That's pretty incredible. His Raiders were a factor each and every year.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So as we mentioned at the top, let's take you through the life of John Madden. And you know, it's very fitting that we're here back in the Bay Area, not just because John's so associated with Raider football, but also because this was where he spent his formative years.
Yeah, he grew up over Daly City with his buddy John Robinson, who would also become an NFL head coach. He played his high school ball at Jefferson High, eventually wound up playing tackle at the University of Oregon and later Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Played well enough that in 1958, he was a 21st round draft pick of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, the draft had 30 rounds then.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down.
Let's see what we can do with Devin Hester, chat. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. With the NFC offense coming out here, and you know, Charles, Coach Madden always said that if he had one drive to win a game and he had to pick a quarterback, he would pick Kenny Stabler. But I think if you asked him to omit any of his Raiders players, there's a good chance the guy he'd select would be Brett Favre.
Brett Favre is always smiling. He's always laughing. He's always talking to someone. He remembers that it's a game. And if it's a game, you should have fun.
And Brandon, that always reminds me of a great movie line where one of the players was telling a coach, every time I say it's a game, you say it's a business. And every time I say it's a business, you say it's a game. With Coach, it was always a game.
second down, and back they go to Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. But Charles, you mentioned Coach was a 21st-round draft pick back in 1958. It was the Philadelphia Eagles who selected him. But unfortunately for John, knee problems, they just continued to dog him. He was hurt in his first training camp, actually never saw the field as a player in the NFL. But it was still during his time with the Eagles. You and I were talking about this before going on air, that you could start. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play for the NFC. 57 yards. One quarter in the books at the Coliseum. What a day. The NFC Stars with the early lead in the John Madden Legacy game on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I'm not good at
the
that
passing game's
anymore.
been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Off the play fake, here's Favre. Toward the end zone, but
I should have done
up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
Oh, shit.
Really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. But the AFC making their way out, and it's one of Coach's favorites, another local guy, Tom Brady, who will be at the controls. And boy, Coach always admired the way number 12 could run an offense, and especially his ability to stay calm under pressure.
Tom Brady is a guy who's always looking downfield. He never looks at the rush. He hangs in the pocket, and he makes a throw. He's a cool guy. He's a tough guy. Let me tell you, there's no one calmer in the pocket than Tom Brady.
And I know that Coach has a great appreciation for Tom Brady, who turned 45 back on August 3rd, because Coach coached a guy like him in George Blanda, who played a long time in the NFL. In this game, it features legends and active players. Tom Brady qualifies as both.
But Charles, you know, it was in the early 1960s that a young John Madden made the acquaintance of the owner of the Oakland Raiders, one Al Davis, of course, and the two, they really bonded, would become one of the best owner-coach duos in NFL history. And to take it a step further, Al Davis became someone who John referred to as his best friend.
Yeah, 1967, Brandon. Al Davis hired Coach Madden to be a linebackers coach. Remember,
all right,
this was still the AFL
let's
at that point. We had not merged totally with the NFL. And Coach Madden, he paid dividends almost immediately. Helped the Raiders win the AFL title in 1968. And that meant a date with the Green Bay Packers in what was now known as Super Bowl II. But by 1969, at the age of 32, just 32, Brandon, John Madden assumed the mantle of head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And what a ride he, the Raiders, and the NFL were about to go on.
They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half of the John Madden Legacy game. We'll be back.
Pretty fun.
And we want to let you know, give you a fair warning, that coming up at halftime, the folks at EA Sports have put together a very nice package in tribute to Coach Madden. So make sure you stick around for that. Again, coming up at halftime. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack.
Strahan, Michael Strahan.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Charles, you talked about John Madden and the Raiders going on a ride. Well, try these numbers on for size. In 10 seasons as a head coach, the Raiders won their division 7 times. They finished second the other 3 times, and he became the youngest coach to amass 100 career regular season victories and is still, to this day, the franchise leader in wins.
And when you think about it, that's where that rivalry with Kansas City really took root, as did the expression commitment to excellence. And boy, was it personified by the players who played for Coach Madden. On offense, how about quarterback Kenny Stabler, wide receiver Cliff Branch, wide receiver Fred Biletnikoff, tight end Dave Casper.
Good juke.
How about those great linemen he had? Center Jim Otto, guard Gene Upshaw, tackle Art Shell, all of them in the Pro
Yeah,
Football
2 of
Hall of
them.
Fame. And guys on the defensive side of the ball, the Mad Stork himself, Ted Hendricks, Willie Brown, John Matuzak, Otis Sistrunk, and Big Ben Davidson. So many great players, so many great memories.
Randy Moss is kind of just, like, not fair.
1st and 10, it's Favre. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it
I feel like
winds up
that should
incomplete.
He
not
certainly had a good
right.
game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Favre. Going up top for Kupp. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Open man, it's Jason Witten. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
All right, let's get it.
They'll run with Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Favre. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So we are at halftime of the John Madden Legacy game, and now we present a special tribute to the man of the hour, narrated by the Raiders' own Trey Mosley.
What comes to mind when you hear the name Madden? Is it the coach who led the Raiders to their first Super Bowl victory? Perhaps it's the broadcaster who entertained millions of fans. Or maybe it's the video game known simply by his name. But no matter what comes to mind when you hear the name Madden, everyone thinks of one thing: football.
The core of it was football. It's the greatest game in the world. The left goes to the right goes to the left.
John Madden is the most important figure in the history of professional football. Show me somebody else who did it on 3 levels the way John did it. There's nobody.
Well, that was pretty cool.
Boy, Charles, yeah, that is really well
Sahara.
done. Coach was something else, wasn't he?
I'm reminded what Al Davis said when he was inducted coach of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Brandon. He loved the game. He loved his team. He loved the Raiders. He loved this league. And you can see it with everything he does.
No doubt. But it's quite possible, though, that now he would say, hey, enough of that. Let's play some football. The second half forthcoming from Oakland. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The AFC offense heading back out. You know, Charles, Coach really loved to utilize his tight ends in the passing game. You think about Dave Casper, Hall of Famer for those great Raider teams. And I think he saw a lot of Dave Casper in an all-Madden staple, Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez is the type of tight end I think everyone's looking for. He's a guy that can make some big plays from that tight end position. Let me tell you, you better make sure you have him accounted for on every play.
And that's exactly right, because Dave Casper, he could shred defenses down the middle of the field. And that's exactly what Tony Gonzalez did in his entire career. A 14-time Pro Bowl selection. Only Tom Brady has more. There's 6 guys in the 15,000-yard receiving club. He's the only tight end in there. Tony Gonzalez, every snap he had to know where he was because he could make plays short, medium, and long, and often put the ball in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So now, Charles, to pick up the story we've been telling, John Madden at 42. He had just completed a 10-year stint as the coach of the Raiders. He wants to step away a bit from the grind of coaching, but he doesn't want to step away from the game of football. So he ends up signing on with CBS in 1979 to try his hand at broadcasting. And much like his coaching career, he was pretty much an instant success.
Partner, he really connected with the people right from the start, and people may not remember, he wasn't even on the #1 team in the beginning. He worked his way up. But the same things that made him a great coach made him a great broadcaster. The ability to show the big picture, yet break it down into the details. That's what he did with his teams. That's what he did with the people. That way, he was simple to understand, yet insightful for viewers. And he did with that big personality that he had, one that connected with everyone.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So for Coach Madden, Charles, by 1981, his broadcasting career is really taking off. He's elevated to the network's #1 booth that calls all the big matchups. And he gets the plum assignment of calling Super Bowl 16, 49ers and Bengals, and he's teamed up with Pat Summerall. And that pairing ultimately would go on to be one of the most influential in sports broadcasting history.
Influential not just in us listening to them. Remember, they went on and called 8 Super Bowls together. But how they put together kind of the template that all of us broadcasters follow now. Sitting down with the head coaches and the quarterbacks and the stuff.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Randy Moss, 48 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Allen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. As you mentioned, CD, talking about John Madden, the broadcaster, he called 8 Super Bowls with Pat Summerall, 3 more with Al Michaels later in his career. He spent nearly 3 decades in the booth all told. And not only was he beloved for his mannerisms, we know that, but he was an innovator as well.
Yeah, Brandon, you talk about things like the telestrator, which totally became identified with him, and now it's a staple for all analysts to have in the booth. And then you think about things like turducken on Thanksgiving, when he used words like boom and pow. He helped create the All-Madden team. He was a very popular commercial pitchman. And even the Madden Cruiser was unique, and you had to be someone to get a ride on it, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady now to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab.
Wow, what a catch.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. It's Hill, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, CD, we did get a little ahead of ourselves talking about John Madden, the broadcaster in the 90s and 2000s, because there was another product during that time period that he became quite famous for. It's something that you and I know a little bit about, and that's the video game that bears his name. Originally John Madden Football when it was first released back in the late 1980s, and now known the world over simply as Madden.
And Coach saw this originally as a way to teach the game of football. The early designs were for a 7-on-7 game, and he said no chance. He would not sign off on it. He wanted to be as realistic as possible. He told them, call me when it's 11-on-11. and he got his wish.
Yeah, after that debut, Madden the video game continued to pick up steam through the 90s in a big way, and John himself, many will remember, was a commentator for the series for many years. And now here we are in the 2020s, and this game has sold somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 million copies.
Yeah, we got this game in the bag. I didn't realize it would be this easy.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has certainly been special. And, Charles, as we wind down toward the end of this John Madden legacy game, your final thoughts?
This was fun. It was cool.
It's going to be hard to overestimate the impact that he made, not just on the sport of football, but on his family, friends, players, co-workers, and in the lives of millions of Americans who watched him. There will never be another John Madden.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards,
that's fine.
Yardage to
I just wanted to start to clock the game because I accidentally stepped
2 yards in
out.
the wrong direction and leads to second down. So it's a win here for the NFC. Just an incredible afternoon of football and remembering the life of John Madden. And before we go, one final message. And for all of us at EA Sports, this one's for you, Coach.
That's sweet.
I just say this, I thank you all very much. This has been the sweetest ride of them all.
That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, chat. Well, let's get into the actual game now.
Time to decide how you're going to make your Madden NFL 23 debut. You could put yourself back on the game's biggest stage and raise that Lombardi in Super Bowl 56.
Nice game,
Because feeling a little rusty, head on over to the main menu and see the full array of options you've got to work with at Madden NFL 23.
Yeah, we'll do that. Computer's slow today. Let's do it. Let's. Oh crap! Gotta sign into EA. There we go. We're signed in. Actually, go in there. Alright, chat. Well, that was an interesting, good start to this game. Let's jump into Face of the Franchise. Red and skin. Alright, that looks good to me. Gotta get them hazels. Do that. Years. So I can see anyways. Lips. Those ones are fine. Jaw shape. Chin. Hair. And hair. I like that one. Like that so far. Definitely not John Madden. You know where we from? We from Denver. The good old 303.
If you really want to change up your player skill set, you can morph your physique on the fly. Doing this will change your max ratings and perks, but you won't lose any of your progress.
Oh, nice. Do that.
From the Position Hub, you can customize your skills, abilities, and physique. Equipping a position will set it as the default when you enter the yard.
I'm gonna be a quarterback. The league. Yeah, we're gonna do the league. If you're tuning in, remember, leave a like, drop a sub, share with a friend, family member, help me grow the channel and the community. Alright, let's get it. See how well they do this.
Making the league is hard. Becoming a star is even harder. In legendary status, that's rarefied air only a select few get to breathe. But there's an opportunity coming, and it's all about what you do with it. Listen, no one said this would be easy. You're gonna have to dig and fight for everything to get noticed on a field full of legends. So the question is simple. Be honest with yourself. Do you really have what it takes to make the 99 Club?
Can you make sure you send over the revised contract so we can take a look?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send them right over.
Thanks, Maria.
No problem. Take care.
Hey, sorry to keep you waiting, man.
You're a busy man.
I'm trying to take care of my people. And right now, you're my #1 priority.
All right. So what you got for me, Sosa?
Well, it's like we talked about. Rosters are just about filled at this point. But you're still in a great position. For the right number, just about every team in the league will want to have you. You've shown flashes of greatness over the last few years. And everybody knows if they bring you in, there's nothing but upside.
Nah, man, if it was nothing but upside, we'd have more than these one-year proof deals, though.
Well, your playing time hasn't been consistent over your first 4 years. So they're not trying to commit long-term.
That's all right. No matter how we look at it, it's nothing more than an opportunity, right?
Exactly. You get to live in whatever city you want for a year. You can choose to prioritize immediate playing time, or look for whatever team has the best scheme fit for you. There's upside no matter where you go.
I guess that's how I should look at this process too then, right? Okay, so what's everyone trying to offer?
Let's see. The offers. Equal. Your skill level and position determine the grade and quality. Recipes. Market value is the base yearly salary without bonus. Player at your position and overall should expect to make. The contract value impacts how much cred you earn per game and per end of season bonus. Whether you want to play favorites or go for the biggest paycheck, the choice is yours. Oh, okay. I was like, who did? I didn't know who that was. Dolphins. Looks like the highest. I could go to the Jets. That's different. The Rams. Ooh, it could go to the Seahawks or the Steelers. Or the Vikings. Let's go to the Seahawks because they got DK Metcalf and Lockett. Signed with the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to get started. Yeah, I'll catch you later, though.
Just the man I've been waiting for.
Oh, hey, I'm...
I know who you are. That's my job. But you don't know me yet. I'm Andy Kisner, Director of Player Personnel.
Oh, nice to meet you, Andy.
Likewise. We're really happy to have you in the building.
Thank you. I'm ready to get to work, though. Love the culture you guys have here. I think it's going to be a great fit.
Well, that's our belief, too. So look, we've got a lot to do today, so we got to get moving. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Coach Carter.
Hey, Miss AK.
So, you probably already know this. It's not like you're working or anything, but as Director of Player Personnel, I take great pride in making sure my players are taken care of on and off the field. Take a request, community outreach opportunities, travel plans, anything you can think of, I can help with it. I'm here for you.
Okay, bet. I appreciate it. Like I said, the culture here was a big part of my decision.
Well, it's not just me. It's throughout the entire organization. So let's get you into gear. We want to give you a chance to make sure you got everything you need for game day.
Thanks, Andy.
Of course.
Very nice. This game is evolved, man. I played the John Madden football game. I had a lot of fun on it. Now look where we're at. Please don't monetize this. I'll just mute this part of the video. Alright, now we get to customize our helmets and stuff. Now we get to choose our shoes. I like those. Yes, sir. Level 1.
Yo, what's up, Sosa?
Hey, man. Just wanted to check in with you. How are you feeling? Excited to get to work?
Yeah, man. Fresh start's gonna be nice, but I'm ready to get to it.
You've got a golden opportunity, too. You might be a one-year deal, but they're gonna give you plenty of chances to prove it. You gotta be ready to take it and run with it.
Come on, Sosa. You've known me long enough to know I'm ready for my moment. I'm ready to be a star.
All right. I'm ready to watch you put on a show.
Appreciate it, Sosa.
That was pretty cool. +2 speed for the next game. Approve. That's actually pretty cool. Let's see what it's all about. In the future, I'll probably just skip some practices, but for now. Wow. I gotta figure out how to throw that turn that throwing mechanic on.
You have got one more opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Let's do it. Nice. Very nice.
Earn skill points by leveling up, and then spend them on a skill group of your choice. When you upgrade a skill group, the player ratings within that group will increase.
All right. I'm gonna throw a touchdown pass. All right.
Hey, the new man in town is here. Welcome to the squad, big dog. I'm glad you wanted to be a part of what we building here.
Yeah, it was an easy choice, man. I see the potential this offense has, and I really feel like I can help take it to that next level, you know? I knew this was the place to be.
Good, because I wasn't trying to come out of retirement after 1 year. I know you have a lot of untapped potential. I told the entire office and staff we needed you in this building.
Hey, I appreciate that. I'm ready to put the work in.
Well, it's time to put that work in. What you do in practice and in the preseason gonna set the tone for the type of season you have. Let's make it a good one today, all right?
I'm ready to go, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Right, well. Against the Steelers. Ugh. Alright, let's see how this first preseason game goes, shall we?
Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's the preseason opener for these two teams, and it should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Alright, chat. Let's get it.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A good throw right there. And Charles, this first preseason game is kind of a get your feet wet type of exercise. The starters will likely only go a quarter or so and then watch the remainder of the game. So what would you be looking for if you were a coach on that sideline?
Well, I think that since it's a get your feet wet type of exercise, the game plan is going to be fairly simple. And what you want to see is how your quarterback has absorbed things. Is he making the right reads? Is he in control and calm while he's out there? And just going through the simple exercise you've given him so far and trying to execute well here in the early going.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
That's a good throw right there. And I know it's just the preseason, but let's face it, these reps are important for him. He's trying to learn a new playbook, hopefully mesh with his new receiving core. I know it's a lot to ask, but so far, he's looking pretty good.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right back to Fant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 1. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 29 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's a great throw right there. And this is why this organization felt like they could sign him in the offseason and give him the keys to the offense. His decision-making has been top-notch, and they're hoping to see a lot of these when the season officially gets underway.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was 4 of 4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
Fuck me.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Oh, no way.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
No fucking way. Damn it, Dylan, bro. What the fuck, man? This is preseason.
This crowd was on him pretty good after he threw the pick 6 a moment ago, and I don't think they're going to be any kinder here as we move
That's
forward.
fine.
We'll see
I'm
what
not
he
going
can
to throw
do.
another
1st
pick
and
6.
10.
I'm not going to throw another interception.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What the fuck was that?
This series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Looking to throw.
God damn it!
Fuck!
Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Fuck, dude. 2 fucking picks. That's not okay. God damn it, Dylan.
Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. These two teams all tied after 1.
We didn't do enough to get the victory. Oh. Oh.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcomes of much of this game, every snap, seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
2 picks. That's not okay. Get that up. And we'll do that.
As you unlock ability paths, you'll open up new ways to customize your power on the field. The X Factor, Yard, and 99 Club slots help round out your player with unique boosts.
Why is it still saying you have stuff? It's all done. Well, that sucks. Enough. we'll start the training. Look at him with the sticks. Alright. I want to see something here. There we go. That's a good pass. There we go. No more picks. Nice. Well, chat. I mean, we're doing good practice. It's actually a pretty good game. The game flow's nice. Like, those picks didn't feel like they were forced by the game. Those were actually all on me. That was a nice catch. Yep, I can only throw that pass when they're behind him, not in front of him, Dylan. Nice! Don't want to watch all that, but... See, we're doing good in practices. I'm just really glad my microphone is on this whole time. Alright, let's see what our coach has to say.
All right, everyone. That's it for today. Hey, man, you gotta do your homework tonight, all right? Get some rest. I mean that. So, how you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed, Coach.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, man, you've been gaining momentum all throughout camp. And it's clear you got the physical gifts to be a really special player.
Thanks, Coach. I'm ready to be a big-time playmaker for this team.
Oh, I know. Bruh, the things you do out on that field, oh man, can you turn some heads. But hey, you gotta remember, there's always another level you can get to. And if you do that, I just know our offense will explode.
Just tell me what I gotta do, Coach.
Well, for starters, you gotta carry yourself like you're the top dog. That means on and off the field. And you gotta prepare yourself that way, too.
I got you, Coach. I haven't put the playbook down. I got it with me right here.
I believe that. We just gotta keep seeing it out on the practice field. Eventually, that'll lead to game day. Hey, man, I'm excited for this season. I know it's gonna be good.
That's what I'm here for, Coach. Let's get out there and make some noise.
Let's do it.
I agree. I like the way it's set up.
Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, chat, let's get it.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good throw there, and that's what you want to see from a quarterback trying to cement his spot as a starter. Now, worth pointing out, we're expecting to see this group for the first half of this game only, so they'll get a little more run than they did last week.
Yeah, this is kind of the new normal, isn't it, partner? Because we've gone from 4 preseason games to 3, so this is more like the dress rehearsal game, although there are a few teams out there that use that 3rd game a little bit more now because there's a bigger gap from the 3rd game to the opener. But what you want to see, 1 half of crisp football, a game plan in place, and guys really running through it the proper way.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Yeah, that's a good throw right there, and our understanding is that he's probably going to play the bulk of this first half. It's only the 2nd week of the preseason, but you can already see the connection he's got with his receivers and tight ends. And he's clearly enjoying himself so far. That throw, it picks up a first down.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie Swain, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows.
Woo!
They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Very nice. Look at that, chat. That's what we need to keep doing.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson, and this time he's not going anywhere.
I don't.
At the line of scrimmage.
I don't get it. I really don't understand that, but okay.
He'll look to throw. That one to Swain complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the slant, it's Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have from all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Freddie Swain, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in
Very
with,
nice.
now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Oh, yeah.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Carson. Gets past one man. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Holding.
Let's see who this is on.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Trained, you've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
That's a catch, chat. That's a catch, chat.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Yes. That's a nice one, too.
They go play action here on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Draw play. This is Carson. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And you bitch.
You suck ass.
They might do here in week 2 of the preseason. They'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect.
And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw now on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in.
And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a bad call on my part. That was such a bad call on my part.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh my God, no.
It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half,
Fuck it.
They'll call the timeout.
They'll kick the field goal. I'm sure they'll get it. Yeah, they're probably gonna kick the field goal. I was gonna say, if we lose this, it's not on account of me.
Seattle, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
78%. That's crazy. That's crazy. Lightning and thunder. Well, that was nice. That was a good game. Very nice. We're 1-1. That was a good game. It's third and final preseason game. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. I like I was watching the game. I don't even know that game, but the game. Open day. Actually. I like how they've kind of not forced your hand to do the trainings, but it's more beneficial. What a throw! Oh yeah, very nice. Oh! No fucking way! That's dope. He caught that shit. I did not expect him to catch that. That was dope.
All right, this is it. The gold standard. We are going for gold.
What? Whatever. But okay, I'm not even gonna push my luck with that right now because what the fuck? I'm keeping it because I had that dope ass touchdown. I guess it gave that to me, not an actual catch. 1 second, chat. Alright. I'm pretty sure we're playing this whole game. Past 350 yards. If we are, there should be no problem. The Cowboys! 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 Sorry, chat. I'm in a good mood. If you made it this far into the stream, please, please, please leave a like, share, drop a sub. Help me grow the community. Help me grow the channel. Because eventually I want to become a full-time content creator and I will do what I have to make sure that happens.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's get it, chap.
And out now come the Seahawks. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the 3rd game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right? And some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
Back to throw again. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
And I know this is a quarterback who's looking forward to week 1. He's going to get a chance here, barring injury, to be their starter and to go into a season in the #1 spot for the first time in his career. But he's put the work in over his first 4 years in the league, and he feels like this is his time.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw again. Powering forward. Touchdown!
Fuck yes.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Okay.
Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills.
Who could have got laid out?
The whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Right on. On to the next drive. They score. They scored.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
Fuck.
Hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be
what an effort.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Come on, no way.
Too much contact.
No way.
It's third down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now they're going to get him down right
at least he got back to the line.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll set up a throw.
Oh my.
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, what the fuck? How, what are the fucking...
Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out.
What the fuck, bro? No fucking way.
To stay out and get one more stop, they were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
They didn't even force it. That's the sad part, bro. Oh my God.
Reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, ball gets going.
That's fucking annoying.
Hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back.
That's a pick because that...
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That wasn't even supposed to go way over there, so why it did.
This offense leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team. Maybe get him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
No.
He'll be looking for that second
That's fucking pissed me off.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that's that
nice
goal.
Gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Excuse me. That's what I'm talking about.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll run the screen with Carson. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Hell yeah.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
D. Eskridge ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
Boo me all you want, but that was beautiful.
So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Ah, yeah.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Oh.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was on me.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, No errors, right? Not turning it over and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Second and 1. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Nice.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
$15.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
So I brought you in as a fifth-year quarterback. Not a rookie, not first year or second year. Right on. Oh, that was a good game.
You're really going to have to work hard to get this one. Keep fighting.
Thanks, John Madden. Got 2 more skill points. Oh, excuse me. Well, chat, look at that. I'll do this. Sideline that I will do that one. Fuck it, chat. Fuck it. It's up to 77 overall. Go ahead and advance the week. It says bye. Side activities. Alright, chat. Let's do this training real fast. Yeah. Oh, let me retry that. Come on. Wrong throw, wrong read. Oh, those are fine. Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, fuck, what the fuck? Why isn't music playing? I have to figure that out because that's not okay. I turned the music down. Oh, bullshit! Whatever. Well, shoot dang. Goals. Yes. I like that. Eye in the sky. It's a bonus workout, huh? Cool. We'll do the training. Oh, I forgot to change the music. If there's music in this one again, we're just simulating them until I can figure out why. Yeah, there's music. I'm gonna have to skip them after this. Woo! Why you hitting like that in practice, boy? Nice.
Seems like you picked something calm.
I took a break from Call of Duty for a day or two. I wasn't having fun the last time I played it.
Oh, boy! You see that? Of course I did. I was the one up there making the play.
Man, I love it. That's what we need out of you. You read your keys, you read it beautifully, and made the play.
I told you. I came here to be a playmaker. And it's a lot easier to do that when you've broken down the film.
That's what I like to hear. I know Coach Koué will be pleased, too. He loves that you're in the film room all the time. That's a sign of commitment. So keep it up, all right?
I got you, Coach. I'm all in.
This is a cool little cutscene. Nice. Game one. I want 30. I want passing yards. 4,000 passing yards. 4,000 passing yards. I think I can do that. I'm pretty confident in my ability to be able to do that. Alright, let's play the first game. Against the Broncos. Ooh! Let's repeat it like we did in real life. Shall we?
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, let's get it.
So the Seahawks set to go on offense for the first time, and their longtime starter, Russell Wilson, now in Denver. And the reins, they've been handed over to this man in his 5th NFL campaign.
And this was a franchise that was looking to make a move at the quarterback position. Now, I'm not sure that this is going to wind up being a move that excites the fan base, though, because you're bringing in a guy who's been around a few years, but never really had any great deal of success where you say, here, take over the offense, and everyone loves it. It's a big risk, but they believe in their guy, and they're willing to give him a chance.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So, Charles, we talk about the new man under center, and he comes into this game with an 8-5 record as a starter over his first 4 years in the NFL. But the difference now, this is the first time that he's been the opening week starter.
Well, you certainly talked about it. You alluded to it. He's shown flashes over the last 4 years. But that's really been it at this point, a very small sample size. 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, thrown another 4 scores on the ground. It's certainly a limited body of work. But now, for at least one season, he's the man here. And it's the opportunity he's been waiting for.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
They're going to look to throw.
Running the crossing route, it's Beasley with a catch.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Cole Beasley, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener.
All right, give him 6 on that one. Touchdown pass, and his first one as the acknowledged starter. We all know the effort he put into all of this, the patience he had waiting around for his spot. Now he's taking that opportunity, throwing his first touchdown pass of the season, and he hopes that's the first of many, many more.
Very nice.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down.
All right, let's get it.
This one is incomplete.
You talk more about this new quarterback, Charles. What are the challenges you see for him taking over as the Week 1 starter?
Partner, you bring up the challenges. Let's go with what we know already. He's produced in limited opportunities, and we've also seen that he has a flair for the big moments. 2 of his 8 wins, they came in primetime games. On the flip side, getting to know the playbook, understanding his teammates, relating to them. Can he also make the most of his talents as the guy?
You know, partner, we talked to this young man earlier in the week, and he went on and on about how his experience backing up Derek Carr for the last 4 years put him in the position he's in now as a starter.
He sure did, because he went on and on about how Derek Carr is the definition of a true professional and how despite year in and year out noise.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No. No.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. The CD, you've got Manny Kahue calling the shots for this offense. His 2nd year as an offensive coordinator in the touchdown. Cole Beasley.
What the fuck?
His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
What the fuck?
The Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
That's the kind of throw that they're looking for right there, and that's a big reason why the management, the general manager, the head coach, they all believed in this guy going into the offseason and said to him, this is your time, this is your chance, and many more throws like that, and they'll all be walking around with big grins for the rest of the season.
Right on.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter, and now looking for more as his guys begin 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not getting...
Damn, I should have...
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Carson, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like
right on, Carson.
Weekend, show that he's right.
Very nice, sir.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now back to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Hell yeah. Very nice.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Oh, yeah, that's a good throw right there. This is a big game for this man at quarterback. He's a QB1 to start the year for the first time in his career. And he's determined not to let this opportunity get away from him.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They give him a gain of 38.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go. Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Only
just a yard
yard.
on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down at the 20.
That's better.
Just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Woo! Might be able to get like 1,000 by the end of the game. Let's see how high I can get.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got hit as I threw.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the field, and he's going to challenge this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, chat. Shit.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So
what a fucking catch. Okay. My bad, bro.
This when he's made the correct reads.
Oh, my bad. Jesus Christ, man.
Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And a high throw there, as this is
that ain't right.
Down to the ground and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
DK Metcalf. That's him and Lockett are the reason I went to fucking the Seahawks anyways.
Play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Fuck, man. Damn it. It's okay.
Their lead is diminished a little bit here after he threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So we'll see if this offense can right the ship. 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And
that should have been a low throw. I don't know why it wasn't.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play
triple
action.
coverage.
And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Damn right they will, because,
once
yeah.
again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cole Beasley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
I ain't gonna hit 1,000, no. Very nice.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
What the fuck?
Maybe the turning point they need.
I wasn't cross-body game. What the fuck?
And the Broncos are going to take
what the fuck?
Well, we've seen
yeah, no, I was not cross-body game. What the fuck?
This, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely.
We will.
Things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles.
Enough.
Trying to sell out to pry that
no, sir.
Loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him.
Sorry,
Stand
chat.
him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
No. Good dogs.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Carson will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Woo! Got it again, chat. Hell yeah. Took fucking 3 minutes, 4 minutes off the clock.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
On first down, Carson whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's all I wanted.
Get it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, I told you we weren't going to lose this game, chat.
Up the middle they go. Carson. 74 yards on the ground for him so far. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.
Not getting greedy.
The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard of
yeah,
there
not winning this game, are ya?
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Very nice. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's see what these weekly goals are. Nice. Hell yeah. Let me check something real quick, chat. That's what you do. Dancing's what you do. Right. Yeah, definitely needed a break from Call of Duty. It was nice to get into this. Got 3 hours. Alright, well. We'll play 2. We will play 2. We will play 2 games, I think, when we do this.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go outside, dogs. Come on, Hazel.
It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down for Cole Beasley, who's been in the league since 2012, but has really done his best work over the last 3 seasons. Top 100 targets in each of those years, even flirted with 1,000 yards in 2020 when he was named second team All-Pro. When he's on the field, he's that safety valve that quarterbacks love when they get into trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, that sucks.
He had the opening drive interception. Now he'll try to fix things here on drive number 2. And speaking of the number 2, remember, he also had 2 interceptions in last week's ball game as well. First and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Oh, that's a big-time decision right there to tuck it and go, and he finds his way into the end zone and into preseason. As general manager, why do you believe in this guy? And he talked all about his arm and decision-making. Well, we certainly saw the decision-making there. Maybe an extra dimension that they didn't count on.
And out now come the Seahawks. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some
illegal man downfield, right?
Things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
That makes sense too.
Anticipating what's up next.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. And
This one caught by Beasley.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll look to throw again.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Very nice. Very nice.
Nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Yes, I do. That's the goal.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
If I remembered the route, it would have been better, but it's all good.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run the screen with Carson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson
Touchdown on the
his
screen.
way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Got another one.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in this first half as he'll take over here on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh,
Fuck
my,
it.
he pulled it in.
Fuck it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Ezekiel Elliott, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Cardinals out on top. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Oh man, I cannot believe he caught that, chat. That is awesome.
Underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight, it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain.
Hell
You've got to
yeah.
get a little more focus moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
And
he only had 16.
Down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage
Rushing
is
yards.
7 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, he gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Oh, my Lanta.
They threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Oh, come on, bitch. You're a bitch, bro.
They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Not when he's dropping shit like that. Jesus.
Game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this.
Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5.
Fuck you, bitch. You're a bitch too, bro.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God, bro, come on! What the fuck? God, fuck you.
Took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man downfield. It's Beasley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Down. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And
Good shit, Carson.
Forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Yeah, maybe you can get to 1,000.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. It's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hi, baby.
Play action. They'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll go right back to Beasley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's got it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his... And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Nice. Look at that, chat.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And
nice.
Back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Woo, 2-0.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Fuck yeah, we won it in overtime. That was nice. That was nice. Ooh, almost leveled up twice. Ooh-wee. To 78 overall. Accuracy is getting really good. Alright, we'll go ahead and advance the week. That's where we'll leave ya. 'Cause 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 'c Alright, chat. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been awesome. Please remember to like, subscribe, share with a friend, family member, whoever you guys think will like it. With that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful night, a beautiful rest of your week. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have been awesome and a blessing. You guys are so awesome. Keep it PLUR, stay beautiful, stay amazing, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.